Gauri Siddhappa and welcome to my channel Complementary Economics, and today's topic, which is a base topic for all economic theories. So we might have seen so many times when we see any economic theory, you will be having a lot of diagrams and graphs. So how exactly we construct this diagram? So when we see that, we always think that remembering this will be very difficult, and how we're going to construct the curves in this, how to remember each and every curve. It is actually very logical and very easy. So to understand that, to understand the second, third, the continuation of the chapters in this, first of all you have to understand the positive and inverse relationship between the variables and how you're going to construct the curves. So when we talk about relationship between the two variables, that can be classified into positive and inverse. So first of all, I'm talking about the positive relationship. You can see here you have the positive relationship. In the next one, I'm going to talk about the negative, inverse relationship. Let's talk about the positive relationship. When I'm talking about the positive relationship, so right now I have taken two variables. Always when we talk about the variables means it can be anything in the economy. Fan is a variable, pen is a variable, poverty is a variable. Variable means the thing which continuously will be changing, which is going to vary, that is called variable. So right now, to prove the positive relationship between the variables, I have taken one of example, the two variables. The first variable what I have, that is the price. The second variable what I have, that is the supply. So let me explain the theory. So then I'll come with the diagram, how you're going to construct the diagram. When it comes to price and supply, so whenever price increases, so this is the increasing symbol, whenever price increases, supply also going to increase. I'll tell you why. Whenever price increases, a producer, who is going to do supply? Producer. Producer thinks if the price is going to increase, the profit margin of his is going to increase. His profit margin is going to increase. When he see that his profit margin is going to increase, he'll supply more. So that's the reason whenever price increases, supply also going to increase. On the other case, if price decreases, supply also decreases, because whenever price decreases, his profit margin is also going to decrease. Because of that, supply of that good is also going to decrease. So now you can see in the two cases, price is increasing, supply is increasing. Both are moving in the same direction, upward. On the other side, price is decreasing, supply is also decreasing. Both are coming towards the downside. Both are moving in the same direction again. So in this case, both the variables, any variables are moving in the same direction. So then that's called positive relationship between the variables. That will be positive relationship between the variables. So how are you going to explain this? Quantity supply is a function of price. Quantity supply is the function of price. This is the way how you're going to express this. Price always in this place, whatever the variable you will be having. So that's always, it should be independent variable. That should be independent variable. In this side, whatever you will be having, so that should be dependent variable. Why this is independent variable and why this is the dependent variable? Because whenever price changes, only then supply is going to supply will be influenced by price. After the price, quantity supply is going to react. The quantity supply is completely dependent on the price changing. That is the reason why we say quantity supply is the dependent and the price is the independent, and quantity supply is completely dependent on price. Whenever price changes, automatically the quantity supply is also going to change. So in this case, let me construct a diagram now. So let me construct the x-axis. Let me construct the y-axis. So now consider this is price and this is the supply. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 0. So now let me construct the diagram. This is the positive theory curve. the orange line what you are seeing, this particular line, this is upward moving. This is the upward moving. It is moving towards the upward. You can see like this. It is moving towards the upward. So why the slope is positive? At the same time, this is called as slope is positive. The slope is positive because the relationship between the two variables, it is positive. The curve is moving upward, so slope is positive. Why this curve shape is upward? I'll tell you why. If the price is 1 rupee, if the supply is 1, so this will come like this. If the price is 2, if the supply is 2, it will come like this. Price is 3, price is 4, price is 5. You can see you got the center point to construct the curve. You can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The price is increasing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Supply is also increasing. Both are increasing, yeah, both are decreasing. Both are moving in the same direction. So the theory, it's called positive relationship between the variables. So on the other side, you have the inverse relationship. What is the meaning of inverse relationship in this? The inverse relationship is nothing but the relationship between, again I have taken one of an example of two variables here. The two variable example what I have taken, that is price and the demand. So two variables, as I told you, any variable will be keep on changing. Anything which is continuously changing, that's called as a variable. So I have taken one of an example here. Two variables I have taken. One is the price, another one is the demand. Whenever price increases, demand will decrease. I'll tell you what is the reason behind this. Whenever price increases, being a consumer, you feel bad. Being a consumer, you always want lesser the price, more of the goods. But unfortunately, what happened here? Price is increasing, but when price increases, being a consumer, you don't feel like purchasing that good. Because of that, demand of that good is going to decrease. On the other scenario, where price is decreasing, if the price of that commodity is increasing, you feel so happy and you will demand more and more because the price of that particular commodity will be less. For an example, whenever you visit any malls, you're shopping, you go for a shopping or something like that, if you see one of a word like off, yet discount, you feel like it's a festive season for you for the shopping, because you think that whatever the good you have, you are liking, that you will get it in the lesser price. Whenever we get anything in the lesser price, we purchase more of that good because we think by giving the lesser price we are going to get more satisfaction. That's the reason whenever price increases, demand will decrease. When price decreases, demand will increase. This is a consumer psychology. It is quite natural when we face any market situations. Even personally, even we do it, but we don't know this is the economics. So you can see here, price is moving upward, demand is moving downward. On the other case, price is moving downward and demand is moving upward. Both the variables are moving in both the cases opposite way, opposite direction, one upward, one downward. Here also one upward, one downward. Both are moving in the opposite direction. Any variables are moving in the opposite direction, that will be called as inverse in relationship. The variables having a relationship between them, it is completely inverse. So now let me write a equation. Quantity demand, which is this, is a function of price. So what it means here? Price is independent variable, quantity demand is a dependent variable. I told you always in the place of P, whatever you write, that should be independent variable. In the place of QD, always you have to write the dependent variable. Whenever price increases, demand will decrease. When price decreases, demand will increase. This F explains the functional relationship between the two variables. It explains the functional relationship between the two variables, which is QD and the price. Both are moving in the opposite direction. Then what is the relationship? Negative. Even we can call it as negative. Otherwise, inverse relationship between the variables. To prove that, to construct that, let me construct a diagram now. So you have the y-axis, you have the x-axis now. Then let me construct the demand curve. This is nothing but the demand curve because I'm talking about the demand theory. So this is the demand curve. Why it is a downward? See, last time the supply curve was upward like this. This is the supply curve. So you can see demand curve, it is downward. Can you see differentiation and can you differentiate it? So it is downward. I'll tell you why it is downward. Okay, let me explain now. Now, what is the price here? Consider this as a price. Consider this as a demand. What is the price? 1 rupee. What is the demand? 4. Constructed. And now, what is the price? 2. What is the demand? Constructed. What is the price? What is the demand? Constructed. Constructed. All the points joined and we got the downward sloping. Now you can see when price is 1 rupee, I am demanding 4. When price is 2 rupees, I am demanding only 3. When price is 3 rupees, I am demanding 2. When price is 4, the way price is increasing, I am demanding only 1. If the price is 1, I am demanding 4 units. On the other scenario, when price is 4, I am demanding only 1. So that means whenever price increases, automatically demand will be less. So that is the reason when both the variables are moving in the opposite direction, we get the curve shape downward sloping. The slope of the curve, it is downward, yeah, negative, yeah, inverse. So this is the way how you're going to understand whether curve is a positive, yeah, negative. The relationship between the any of the variables, if it is positive, always you'll get like this. Whenever any curve shape is downward, that means the relationship between the variables which we have used in that theory, that will be negative. So now onwards, whatever the theories you're going to read, so for whenever you will be having any diagram, each and every time we're going to talk about this positive and the negative. So hope you will understand that time better. This is just an introduction what I have done for the chapter. It's just a base. I hope you all understood. Thank you so much. So please subscribe and share if you really liking my videos, and if it is very informative, please subscribe, and thank you so much.